last year's finalist, Bastidas. 1 game to 25, 0-0. Side out.
Gio hits himself with the serve on the very first serve of the match, Dave.
That is not normal. This is the
Ball,
World
please.
3-wall ball outdoor handball championships, men's 1-wall small ball finals, and it looks like Gio's really not into this match as much as we thought he would be.
Well, he came here to win 4 yellow jerseys, and you're right, Dave, he doesn't seem to have the pep. I mean, last night he was electric. I mean, it was like he was
The
You
old
have 1 fault.
yeah, the old flame. I mean, he lit the flame, and the flame carried him through the entire evening. You know, Dave, it was Gio who defeated Cesar Sala in the
Point.
semifinals. I mean, just a sensational performance against the guy they call Captain Hardball, Cesar
1
Sala.
play 0.
Beat him 21-10.
Our referee is Vlad Klim, 1-0.
Side out. Appeal.
Looked in from here, Dave, but it's
it looks
just
really
very-
into me.
Yeah.
I think 1 set out, 1 set in.
The ball was out. Side out.
These secret meetings between the referee and line judges are
Score
not so
is 0
secret
plays
now that the
1.
ref is mic'd up.
Short.
It's called the ref cam.
Second serve.
This is the first time we're able to cover the 1-wall small
Point.
ball portion of this tournament, and we're using the hard ball here.
1 plays 1.
There's not many guys on the
Out.
planet, Dave, that can even return Jarrell's serve. I mean, return it as in putting it back in play. Gio not only is quick enough to return it, but he can
1 plays 1.
actually put Jarrell on defense. And Dave, you see right there, that serve is so fast, and yet Gio gets himself right into the rally.
I like that shot. The
didn't see him
left-handed
move.
out the door from
I didn't see him
Gio.
move on that shot. I saw him follow through with a swing. Side out. 1 plays 1. Point. Gio. 2 plays 1. Long.
I believe it's
Second
1 game
serve.
to 21, Dave. Players are playing that format because there are so many that have entered this tournament. Look at that get right there from the flame. And he was right
Side
there. He
out.
could have possibly got up and flipped that with a backhand, but it didn't happen.
Now, Dave, that's concrete that he's diving
I
on.
know.
1
that's just
plays
unreal.
2. Point.
Jarrell Bastidas is the older brother of the current 1-wall national champion, Tyree Bastidas. They spar together
2 plays
nearly
2.
every day.
Scores 2-2.
Outside.
We don't have a definitive answer here, but we will find out
2
whether it is 1-21 or 1-25. They changed the rule midway through, but I think for the finals and semifinals, they may have gone back to 25. They were just trying to get as many matches on as possible.
2 plays 2.
Thought that ball
Point.
was wide, but no call. Drells
3 plays 2.
certainly has one of the best, if not the best, serve in small ball 1-wall.
Point.
Now we've got word that it is 1 game to
4
25
plays 2.
determines the match.
Hold it.
I also
Screen
believe
ball.
it's win by 2. I could be wrong there.
4 plays 2.
Is it win by 2? I forgot what
Point.
that was. Where'd you go?
5 plays 2.
And Dave, how good a serve are
Point.
you hitting when you have to dive to return the serve?
Yeah, that's unreal.
Yeah.
But how good are you when you dive to return
6
the serve and
plays
you
2.
still win the rally?
Wow. We've seen that happen a lot in this event. But Dave,
Point.
Jarrell's serve is just, I don't know I've ever seen anything like it.
Doesn't it seem to you that 1-wall small balls should be played indoors with a surface that you can slide and
7
get back
plays
up
2.
on.
Well, they do play that way in the winter. They play on a basketball wooden floor.
Just an unreal serve from
Yeah.
Jarrell. I mean, just unreal.
8 plays 2.
Quickly now, it's 8-2.
Short.
No appeal there from Jarrell. The short
You have
line in
one
one-wall
fault.
handball, Dave, is 16 feet from the wall as opposed to 20 feet in 3-wall and 4-wall. So serving becomes a much bigger weapon when the ball has to travel less distance to go over the short line. Meaning, Dave, that you can hit it lower and still cross the short line. That'd be like letting a baseball pitcher throw from 52 feet instead of 60 feet, 6 inches.
Well, a lot of other sports have adjusted their distances based on how the players have improved physically. You think that
Score is 8
handball
plays
would
2.
ever even be organized enough to make a change like that?
Well, I've hoped for that change just because I love one-wall, small ball, but it seems like tennis used to be at Wimbledon when you couldn't get a rally of more than 3 shots.
Look at this amazing rally right there. Gio wins it, gets down on one knee, flips it with the left, gets right back up and wins that
2
rally.
plays 8.
Man, this ball is flying, Dave.
Thank you. Point.
Jarrell calls a double bounce on himself. I actually thought he got it.
Me too. Then again, this ball looks like it's flying at 140
3 plays
miles an
8.
hour from this angle.
Side out. Eight plays 3. Point.
That was actually a side out. Excuse me, that was a point. A miss by
9
Gio.
Point.
Jarrell doesn't even have to hit the ball 2 inches high. He can hit it 100 miles per hour right at your feet.
Yeah, this looks a lot like that hands versus racket
10
match the
plays
other
3.
night.
I agree with you.
Side out. Three plays 10. Side out.
One wall, small ball, singles finals, Las Vegas.
10 plays 3.
And Dave, I believe you will see the torch light up, and not in a good way here.
Point.
Dave, the torch can flame either for his own benefit or to his detriment.
Guys, walk around. Score is 11 plays 3.
You heard that score of 11-3.
Long.
And that is a wide serve,
That was long.
long and wide from Jarrell Bastidas.
No, just long.
Okay.
We'll have if it was wide, it would be an automatic side out. You get a second serve in one wall if you hit the serve.
You have 1 fault.
Short or long.
From my angle here, it looked like Sandy, who caught that dead on, is wide of
Hold
the
it,
court. But maybe
backswing.
you're right. It was just the angle she's sitting at.
She's right on the line.
Oh, okay.
11 plays 3. 2 serves.
Just lost the referee's
Point.
microphone. There, he's back. 12-3 is the score.
12 plays 3.
One wall,
Side
small
out.
ball is generally played on a cement wall, and it actually plays even faster. Jarrell's serve is nearly untouchable on these panel walls, which
3 plays
I'd say
12.
take about 10% of the speed off the ball.
I like that play.
Point.
Jarrell has no clue what happened to that ball. And
4
New York
plays
blocking
12.
rules allows Gio to hold his ground. And Gio knows it too. I believe there's going to be a timeout called here, but
Are you appealing? appealing. The ball was good.
Not sure what this discussion is about here. I guess our referee is getting a consensus from his line judges whether that ball in the rally was good.
That was the serve? Yeah. I thought it was good.
I guess now I'm hearing that they're saying it was a serve that they were appealing.
One ref saw it good, one ref saw it bad. We're going to play a dead ball.
Oh, Gio's not going to like this.
What did the referees think, though? He allowed him to play 8 shots.
Wait.
So he must have thought it was good. That would mean that one thought it was good, and so did the ref.
Whether it was out. It wasn't out. I was not sure. Jarrell was standing right in front of me. You have
Let's
2
watch
serves.
here on the replay, Dave.
4 serves, 12.
We can see on the replay, I believe.
Gio took that better than I
Nope, never mind.
anticipated.
Impossible to see from that angle.
Point.
Gio says this is one
5
of the
plays,
only
12.
4 big titles he has yet to win. The
Short.
one-wall small ball
Second serve.
here in Vegas also has not won the one-wall small ball nationals. He says once I get those remaining 4 majors, I'm retiring.
Side out.
Dave, if you thought of things like that, you hear a lot of these players that are a little bit more older in age when they are seeking that title, and
12 plays 5.
they know what their place is in the history of the game. Do you ever think about, hey, if I win a pro stop or win a players championship, I might just say that's it?
Point.
Yes.
I mean, I know you're already thinking about it now, but is that something that you say, I really wish it would go that way?
Yes.
13 plays 5.
I don't take Gio as being a real old guy. Like, I mean, he's still finals and semifinals, obviously.
He's 30, so you would think has a lot of great years of
14
handball
plays
ahead of
5.
him.
I mean, rookie is winning at 41, 42.
Yeah.
Gio won the big ball portion out here, defeating rookie.
Point. First time out, Gio, 60 seconds.
There's a timeout here. We're also going to take one in the booth. We'll be back in 60 seconds or so. Stick around. Racefor8.com and the WPH, as well as the ESPN and the Watch ESPN app, all converging here for this outdoor extravaganza at the Stratosphere Hotel and Casino, as we will stay right here on the tournament floor of the parking lot of the Stratosphere. The players here have a 60-second timeout. Right now it's final Sunday all across the grounds. There's, as you can see in the forefront here, we have courts off to the right, courts off to the left. On the other side, there's even more courts. A couple more big ball one-wall courts out here on capping both sides of this facility. So you're seeing a show court here, but there's also 2 more show courts on the other side as you look toward that Carl's Jr. sign. There's one over there and another one right behind it. So this has turned into quite the big combined outdoor paddleball, handball, and racquetball event with 1-wall and 3-wall all combined. Now we're back into play here, Dave.
Side out. 5 plays 15.
It's 1 game to 25, 5 to 15 is a score, and there's a side out.
Amazing thing about sports, Dave. Gio looked virtually invincible
Side out.
yesterday in his small ball play. Now here he is just being dismantled
15 plays 5.
on the same court less than 24 hours later.
Side out. Five plays 15. Side out.
Talking to some one-wallers yesterday, Dave, they believe that the one-wall players are the most skilled of all handball players because they've got
15 plays
the
5.
overhand swing, the stiff arm swing, and the whip stroke. So they've got all 3 handball strokes. And you see other codes of handball, they only use 1 stroke or maybe 2.
Well, do you buy into it?
I do.
You've
actually.
played them all.
I do, actually. And
watching Gio play, I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Jarrell, who's just, you know, obviously on his way to winning back-to-back championships out here, but you see a guy like Gio and you say, he has some of the best reflexes I've ever seen in my life. How would you return a serve that's going what looks like 100 miles an hour? The ball's the same color as the wall. It looks like it's a kill shot on the serve.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, watching the one-wall last night,
16 plays 5.
I've never been more impressed. And maybe, Dave, it's because I'm just not accustomed to watching it and I'm used to what I'm seeing in the other games and I understand them more, but I just couldn't believe it, Dave, the speed.
Look at this get right there from Gio.
Side out.
And the shot making.
I mean, that was just a jump, dive, punch, fist, front wall, gets the side out, now serving a 5-16.
But that's not how you're going to win this match if you're Gio.
Point. Gio. 6-16.
You don't see a lot of guys start a match without a shirt and then put one on in 105 degrees, but I think he put the yellow on for power.
He did. And immediately
he's trying to light the flame.
7 plays 16.
Obviously rolling here. I like these hard, deep serves from Gio as well. Nice shot from Gio. Thurl puts it in the perfect spot, and unfortunately for Gio, he hits it right in the ground and calls a timeout.
Second timeout, Gio.
Boy, that has to be frustrating. You're on this nice little
2
run.
seconds.
You have what you want, and you hit it in the ground.
I think he got a little lackadaisical there. That was really the first ball he had an opportunity to hit that wasn't moving 80 miles per hour or more.
Is it me, or is Gio just almost better when he's down on one knee and sliding on the ground, hitting those balls out with angle? I mean, it's really just truly unreal.
I think this is, without question, the most underappreciated code of handball. It seems so simple. There's one wall and keep the ball within the lines, but there's just so much more to it than that. I know we have a lot of our viewers watching us on ESPN3 from New York City that are so passionate about this game. And this is a way of life for these New York one-wall players. They show up at the courts on a Saturday, Sunday morning at 8 a.m. They play until it's dark. Then they may even go to where there's lights. Some guys are playing Monday through Friday from 8 in the morning until dark and into the lights. And when you put in that many hours in and you're playing against the best players every day, your skill set is going to be pretty refined.
No, I agree with you. Now, we've really, you know, take that step further. We're able to do all the stuff you just talked about and watch the best players in the world play out here while they're doing it.
Jarrell, get ready to serve.
And the fitness, Dave, of these guys. I mean, they're playing 3-4 divisions in 100-plus heat.
16 plays 7.
And this is not a walk in the park.
Gio, second timeout.
He just called the score.
Jarrell, you have 1 more minute. You have 1 more minute. Yep.
Now I'm not sure if now Jarrell just took a timeout.
No, that was a timeout called against Gio. They just called Gio's second timeout for him because he wasn't on the court.
Let's go to Molly Jean Trotter, who's courtside right now. Molly.
Now, Willie, you said you had some good insight on these players. Obviously, you guys are all from New York. How do you think it's here so far?
I think it's going as predicted. Jarrell is a very big server coming from Brooklyn. What he does is wants to get hit the serve as low as possible to get it over the short line. That's giving Gio a little bit of problems. Also, a little bit different than we're used to. But as you can tell, Gio's making some amazing gets to stay in this game. So I predict that with his effort, I think he should get up into about 15 points. with his power and his technique, Jarrell should take this game.
And who is favored in this game?
I think definitely Jarrell is favored in this game. He's won this event before, I believe, and he's doing everything that he needs. He's keeping the ball steady. He's not
Time in.
at the end.
Okay. Having some technical
Yeah.
difficulties
Well,
there.
yeah.
Let's just leave it with that. I think we kind of understand what
Timeouts remaining. We resume at 16, play 7.
we understand what Willie was saying, and I agree with him.
Short.
Well, Willie's one of the greatest one-wallers in the last 15 years, also a handball
You have
ambassador.
one fault.
Plays big ball and small ball.
Held a match point against Timbo Gonzalez in one-wall big ball last night.
Side out.
Do we see more of the small ball, one-wall players crossing over to big
7,
ball and
play
being
16.
successful?
Yeah.
Because we certainly don't see any of the small ball, three-wall guys crossing over and
Point.
becoming good three-wall players with the big ball.
Well, I think there's an opportunity
8,
to
play
do that
16.
in New York because you're the same guys playing small ball are also playing big ball, and they have an opportunity to spar against the best
Side
players.
out.
You take a small ball guy who lives in Texas or Seattle or San Francisco, there is no big ball to play. I mean, you can only get as good as the people you're playing against, and
16,
there's
plays
no way to
8.
develop skills playing against beginners. I think
Long
you know what
ball.
I'm trying to say. I mean,
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know,
I disagree with
You have a fault.
some of the elements of that, but I do understand what you're trying to say. I think Texas has a good big ball community, and so does San Francisco at Campbell, California. But I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, you are a product of your environment, and the environment for small ball
Check with the referee. One
mainly
second.
is not in the same environment for a small ball, big ball, three-wall. So
well, I'm not disparaging their big ball communities in those places, but they're not playing at the level that they are in Southern California. So your level is going to peak at maybe the B level as what's compared to the pro.
Side out.
now Bastidas has been on 16 for quite some time here. There was an appeal and an overturn, and now Vasquez is back into
8,
the
play
box.
16.
8-16 score going to 25. This is the men's small ball finals.
Point.
And Gio really does have a cool system. He serves and attacks.
Gio doesn't vary his
Nine
style
plays,
of play
10.
at all from the small ball to the big ball.
Outside.
And Jarrell Dave looks like he's a bit fatigued here. Gio's definitely stepped up his level.
10, play 16.
Jarrell's lost some zip on his fastball.
Side out.
Oh, that would have been a big point for the Flame. He hits it just about 3 or 4 inches out that left wall, left side door.
16, plays 10.
Dave,
Point.
you grew up playing in the national championships, and you, as a junior, held a couple one-wall national championships in small ball. In fact, I think pretty much every age division as a junior player. You traveled over to New York when you
10.
lived in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Do you have courts to play there? And when did you get to practice?
Yeah, we do have a court
Point.
that's was about a quarter of a mile from where I played four-wall, and I used to play there in the summer, not all that much, but
18, plays 10.
yeah, that was a fun experience going to New York and playing against the other New York junior players.
Side out.
I'm sure that was that one-wall court on Squirrel Hill.
Actually,
Pittsburgh.
no,
1 second.
it was in East Liberty where
10,
I've never
plays
taken you.
18.
Okay.
My old four-wall handball training
Well, I'm at a
grounds.
certain class where you don't take me to certain places.
Well, that's actually a compliment that I didn't take you there.
Ball popped.
It's a broken ball. That was a long rally, too. Score here is 18-10. Now Bastidas getting a couple more points after being stuck there for about 10 minutes.
Well, it all turned around when Gio missed that very easy fly kill on the
Gio,
first strike
got 2
opportunity. Would have made it 11-16. Instead, he relinquishes the serve and now down 18-10.
This is the one-wall big ball nationwide challenge that is going on right here. Small ball at the World 3-Wall Ball Outdoor Championships in Las Vegas,
10
Nevada.
plays 18.
We're at the Stratosphere Hotel and Casino, right in the parking lot on portable
Set
courts.
out.
Now we say they're portable, but they're only portable when they're in a back of a flatbed going to the storage unit.
18 plays 10.
They have to construct these right before the tournament. In fact, when the last matches are being played, they're already starting to take down some of the courts that are not being
Point.
used.
And Jarrell just hit one of the biggest hooks we've seen in this tournament. That would be like a 92-mile-per-hour slider. Gio handled it, though. He just made the adjustment, but Jarrell flat killed the
19
next shot.
plays 10. Long ball. Second serve. Side
Oh,
out.
nice shot right there from Gio. Good block.
Gio's very slender, Dave. He probably is not more than 140 pounds, but he uses his body extremely well. Uses the block perfectly.
Well, he
10 plays
opens up his
19.
feet really wide. And it
Point.
makes it even harder to get around him, and now he gets another point. And I'm telling you what, this heat is absolutely debilitating.
11 plays 19.
I don't know what the temperature is out on the court. One
Long
person
ball.
told me that
Second serve.
they had 137 on the mercury.
Hold it.
I don't know how these players are doing it, Dave.
We're in a somewhat a controlled environment with fans all over the place, but
11
I'm not
plays
handling this very
19.
well. And it's not even close to what they're doing.
And Gio's going to argue that that was in, that it was out. I think it was in.
I'd like to see
That
a
was the
replay
point.
there.
Okay, it was out.
You want to appeal?
I thought Gio was calling Jarrell's bluff there, trying to force the referee into buying into an in call, but then the referee said he just thought it was in. A replay would be perfect. Find out instantly whether it was or wasn't.
The call is a point. Referee saw it good.
There were 3 to include 4. Gio all saw that good. Jarrell said it was a foot
12
short,
plays 19.
or excuse me, a foot long.
Point.
Wow, that ball just barely stays in, and another point now for the
First
Flame.
time out, Jarrell. 60 seconds.
And you can almost read the thoughts of Gio, who said, how close is the nearest shade? Tries to come back into our booth here, and he finds that his seats are taken.
The problem with this booth, though, is that it's about 25 feet from the court, so you're wasting about 10, 20 seconds that you could be resting. I guess the sacrifice is worth it since you can be in the shade.
This is the outdoor 3-wall ball championships in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Stratosphere Hotel and Casino. The men's small ball 1-wall finals. We've kind of broken the schedule here because we had some changes, some forfeits and things like that. So what would normally be the big ball 1-wall finals between Gio Vasquez and Rookie Wright is now the small ball finals because Rookie got injured, he said, during his semifinal match, and therefore he's forfeiting the finals to Gio. So that one's not being played at 1 o'clock. This one was scheduled for 3 o'clock, and it's being played at 1, so we're definitely going to have to fill late. Not sure exactly what that's going to be, but it could be you and I in a fist fight, and that might be interesting. Hopefully we can extend that multiple rounds so we can fill for about 47 minutes.
Well, I'm going for the knockout in the first round, so.
First punch, actually.
Yeah.
Might have to get some undercards in that one.
Jarrell, you have 2 timeouts remaining. Gio, time in.
Las Vegas, Nevada. It's a great backdrop
Score is
for this
13 plays
outdoor
19.
play, but on
Ball.
day number 4, it becomes sort of like a detriment
You have 1 fault.
to everybody involved.
I think we should try and figure out a way to play some more finals at night. Maybe Saturday night.
Outside. Ground. (19) plays 13.
Look at that power right there.
Point.
You just knew it was going to happen. Jarrell's hitting it about 80 miles an hour, and then all of a sudden he lights it
20
up to
plays
95,
13.
and it's just hard to get the ball back. You have to hand it to Gio, even though he loses that rally right there. He's able to hit that ball back almost as hard as it came to him. I think he did it with a punch fist, which I didn't even know he had.
Now, I don't know how you can return these serves.
21 plays 13.
Combination of reflexes, reaction time, and speed, and being able to control the ball off your hand.
Point.
Gio has to be frustrated here. Now, Jarrell is just rolling along.
22 plays 13. Point.
And the writing now, Dave, on the wall.
I actually brought out the nails.
Yeah.
23 plays 13.
We have the women's big ball one wall singles final coming up next. That was a foot fault by Jarrell. And I'm sure we'll have Molly Jean Trotter courtside after this final point.
Championship point plays 13.
I think this is 24 here.
Championship point plays 13.
There it is. Drell Bastidas takes down Gio Vasquez as they shake hands here center court. 25-13, consecutive years now. Jarrell Bastidas has won this one wall small ball championship in Las Vegas, and he adds another big trophy to his trophy case. This one I'm sure is exceptionally special as he gets it broadcast live on ESPN and the Watch ESPN app, courtesy of the World Players of Handball. And I'm sure we're going to get him courtside here with a player interview. As we situate with Molly Jean Trotter and Dave Fink, and I guess they'll give that presentation at another time. We are going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a few minutes from Las Vegas.